Hey, what's up guys? I'm back on YouTube. I've had a lot of crazy things happen this year and including a lot of health issues. I'm gonna make a separate video about that, but let's get back at it. So I know I talk a lot about the abundance mindset, money mindset, and tapping into the energy of money. The funny thing is that mindset and manifestation totally overlap in this area. So what does it mean to have an abundant mindset? With anything in life and in this world, there are polar opposites, right? So on one end of the spectrum, you have abundance, and on the other end of the spectrum, you have scarcity. Scarcity is the view that things are limited. It means that resources are limited, and it's the belief that there isn't enough for everyone. It is the mindset and the belief that whatever someone has, you can have it as well. That is the scarcity worldview overall. On a personal level, scarcity mindset really means that you aren't enough, or that for some reason you don't deserve to have something. On the other hand, abundance is the belief that there are unlimited resources. It's realizing that whatever someone else has, you can have that as well. It isn't automatically taken from you because there is enough for everyone. It means that you can have all the beautiful experiences, the life, the money that other people have too. And one key belief with the abundance mindset is really believing that you have your own lane. Think about it. If you believe that whatever is meant for you is for you, then it can't be taken from you. It means that the life that you build for yourself, things that you attract and manifest, they are yours. The side effect of this is it makes you much less competitive, and in a way it's like an anti-jealousy pill. Because why even worry about what someone else has? Or if someone is currently more successful or has more money in the bank, how does it affect you if you only worry about your own lane and if you believe that whatever is for you is for you? If you carry that belief, you really can't be jealous or hating on other people. So now the fun part is how to tune into abundance on an energetic level. And there's, to me, so many ways to do this. And I talk about this exercise a lot. I didn't come up with this. I have it from a book, and I know for a fact that the people that wrote this book, they say they didn't come up with this. So not sure where this actually came from. There's this exercise that you do daily where you focus on something beautiful, and it doesn't matter where you are. It's wherever you are right now. You're supposed to look around you and find something beautiful. And if it doesn't look beautiful where you currently are, you're supposed to find the beauty in something. And for example, like myself, obviously I'm sitting on a rooftop and I live in New York City, so of course it's beautiful. So it's very easy to do that. And you know, the sun is about to go down. I love the light, so I could find so much beauty here. But the key is that whenever you remember to do this, you're supposed to kind of do it then, you know what I mean? So even if you're, I don't know, standing in front of the project, you know, you could still, maybe the color of the lawn is beautiful. You know what I mean? It sounds really silly, but what this really does, it really lifts up your frequency. It really does. It makes you find the beauty in something that may actually not be beautiful. Or sometimes when I do this, you know, I may be walking around somewhere, you know, I may appreciate like the brick that a house is built from. Of course, it's very easy to do this in nature because nature is just naturally beautiful, I think to most of us. Anyways, the key is that you become appreciative, you know what I mean? And that's just the first part of the exercise. The second part is that you ask yourself, how did I get so wealthy, and why am I so wealthy, or how did I get so abundant? Something like this. And because you just found something beautiful, and just because you put yourself into this appreciative state, it now kind of becomes more believable for yourself that you are wealthy. Wealth is a term, yes, we mostly relate it to money, but you could be wealthy in other things too. And you know, wealth, it can also be this feelings of like you have more than enough, you have more than what you need, you know what I mean? And once you are in this appreciative feeling, sorry for the surrounding sound, guys, you get where I'm going here. Anyways, that is a very good exercise. Besides that, you know, this is kind of similar to gratitude, and I know it sounds very new agey and very boring to always say gratitude, but gratitude is fundamental to manifesting money and to get into this feeling, because if you can't appreciate what you already have, you cannot attract more. It's the laws of the universe, guys. It is what it is. If you have $1 in the bank, if you can't appreciate that $1, you're not gonna have 1,000. And if you have 1,000, you're pissed about that because you want 50,000, you're not gonna get there, you know what I mean? Whatever I have in the bank, I tell my bank balance, thank you every day, like multiple times a day, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's just, it's so many things. Like in one way, it's lifting your vibration, and also, you know, the law that If you appreciate something and if you have gratitude for something, you're always going to attract more of it. It's those things that is very crucial to the abundance mindset. How else do you tune into this? Again, put yourself into beautiful places. And again, if you currently don't have money, there's other ways to do this. You may just, I know gas is expensive now. Maybe driving through an expensive neighborhood is not even affordable, but like you could even just walk through, you know what I mean? See the beauty of the beautiful, wealthy, buildings and houses, and imagine how those people live. And again, key is to not get angry and jealous. You want to surround yourself with that energy. Remember that saying, you're the summary of the 6 people you hang around with the most. It's the same thing. If you're surrounded by 5 super broke people that are always complaining about money, very bad idea. Find some new friends or spend less time with them, because again, if you surround yourself with an energy in one way, you kind of absorb that energy, and it's just so true, you know what I mean? So if you have the opportunity to surround yourself with wealthy, successful people, that's very good. If you don't have that luxury, or if you don't even have access to like go into a nice restaurant and treat yourself, I totally understand. Walk through a beautiful, very expensive neighborhood, or go in nature. Again, that goes back to what we already talked about, to tune into this. The world is abundant. Nature is kind of limitless. I mean, it's really us humans that are destroying nature, but like nature in itself it's like the seasons. It's a cycle. It's like, even if the trees go kind of, how you call it, bold, if they lose their leaves at one point, they always come back. Nature always keeps growing and renewing. And that's how our planet is set up, basically. The planet really is abundant. And also money is always generated. Just because the money is not in your bank account right now, money is not being held up by someone else. There's always money that can be created. I know a lot of people are mad about inflation right now. I mean, I am too. You see the government just printed money, so it's unlimited. There is no limit to money. And you have to really tell yourself and remind yourself of that always. Anyways, money is an unlimited thing, and that is really a belief that you have to establish. So back to the topic of how we can tune into the energy of money. So again, people, your environment, any type of luxury place that you have access to. Yeah, what also helps is just looking at stuff online that reminds you of luxury, you know what I mean? And that makes you kind of get into this dreamy state of imagining if you have this. Of course, you can make vision boards and stuff. I know with vision boards, it's much more, people use this to manifest, but what I'm really trying to say is I want to just get you into that energy of money. Then another thing that also really helps is just remembering how you felt when you got that extra check, or a time in life when you were doing really well, because there have to be situations where you have felt the energy of money. And money to me has a very distinct energy, and whenever I try to tune into it, of course I look at old pictures, maybe when I went to nice places or whatever, but also personally I really like to remember situations and times where I really like maybe I had a great day. Of course it depends on what you do career wise. If you're self-employed or if you're in sales, it's maybe a little easier, or if you have any type of store, online store, whatever. But yeah, it's those situations, or maybe someone just randomly handed you money, but I want you to remember how you felt. I want you to really reminisce on how you felt, and that is the feeling of money. And when you get into the habit of really telling yourself that money is limitless and that there is enough for everyone, and once you do these little exercises, and once you go out there and try to see the beauty everywhere, it really shifts your frequency. It really does. And of course, if you can, on top of that, get around money, get around people with money, go around places with money, or that feel like pure luxury to you. Maybe you can even just have a coffee at a very fancy hotel in your city, something like this. Because to me, it's these places, they just feel like money. And that's the only way to describe it. It feels like money, feels like abundance. Whenever you feel this, just try to hold on to this feeling, and then whenever you try to manifest money, or whenever you try to tap into this feeling of abundance, then you recall those memories, those situations. For me, this works extremely well. You have to tell yourself that you are complete as you are today, because if you really feel like you are complete within yourself, that is really the main feeling, because you cannot manifest from a state of lack. I'll continue with this in another video. I hope this was helpful for you, and let me know any questions, and I'll be back with a lot more good content soon. Bye guys.